Hey there everyone, this is Jeffrey with Killaskila Gaming, and welcome back to Subnautica. Previously we made our way down here to the Lost River. We have kind of explored everything as far as scannables that I'm familiar with, other than the juvenile ghost leviathan, which we will get to. And we are now at the, can't remember the name of the tree, but we're at this giant colorful tree here at the place where I'm thinking of building my base, our next base, second base to our primary, and we'll see how that goes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see about building a base. We'll see about upgrading the depth on the Cyclops here because I can't go too much further. And in fact, I think that's where we will start. Let's see if I can pilot this any further. We are pretty close to the bottom here.
Engine powering up.
So I keep getting pushed around by ghost rays. We're doing okay here. I think this is it. Kind of wrap around this tree here. Okay. Don't want to get too far down. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking of, and we can try to connect it to some
Powering down.
to like a thermal setup, because this drop-off area here leads into the depths of the planet. I don't know how well it's going to work. I've tried in the past and I didn't really care for it, but we'll try it. We got the bioreactor as backup, so we'll see how this goes. Seamoth is staying here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
So we have a lot of crap on me, don't we? What do we want to do? Probably tend to me first, right? Okay. Well, I take this. I can start offloading some of this new stuff that we're getting for now. Let's see, where's my habitat builder? If I want to do, I think I'll probably start off the moon pool. So lead, lubricant, and ingots. And what about lithium? Some reinforcements right off the bat might be necessary, so grab a couple. Okay, So one of the things I had done in the past was build my moon pool over the river. It's kind of weird, but I thought it was interesting. And this one's going to be for the prawn anyway, so it's one of those things where I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I got it to work. Let's just try and see what it looks like. Could be interesting.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Yeah, I can try to work with that. We're gonna need some reinforcement though. Okay, and we'll build off of that. Maybe. Not bad. And stack it. Oh, need more titanium. I can't remember what else I was going to add to it, but good start. And I was kind of under the assumption that I used alien containment, so we don't need to do that. I thought we found eggs, though. And let's see, computer chip and copper wire for the upgrade setup. This will be our exit side, so try to do it right here, I guess. I was gonna do the cabinets, wasn't I? Oh, I might have titanium. Well, could do kind of a direct connection here. I'll have to deconnect some of this though. See if it works, I guess, first. Inventory full, eh? Okay. Try a direct connection. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. Then we put you here. Then the scanner room. Okay. And can I do one more wall attachment? There we go. I like that. It will not let me. Oh no, it is. Yeah, we have that. And then...
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, that was bioreactor, right? Yep. Get you in here before I forget. Alright. Then if we want to do cabinets, we got these two little spots here if we need it. Cool. That's all I had for energy, I guess. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different setup for me, but I'm fine with this, I think.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Cool. Interesting. Cool. I love that. Heat area, cool. It's picking up nickel, so it's in vicinity at least. Alright. Not my usual base design, but I'm fine with this. And then I just need to decide if I want to attach anything else, build anything else.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, I can actually set these up here then. Okay, try that. There we go. So is this one. Let's put it to work. Alright, let's build some windows if we can. Yeah, the mod station is going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to need stuff for that. which hypothetically I could make. Okay, so this is kind of the setup I'm going with. Just in case I don't show anything, I might do a little bit more touch-ups here, but I decided to pass on the containment thing for now. I said we can always build this up if we need to. And I don't think I planned for the upgrade console
Welcome aboard, Captain.
that I built over here, and I ended up using a cup. So basically I used something I needed for the water filtration, and I ended up using something I need for the mod station, which is really important that we have a mod station. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, but I think it's a good start at least. I can't do any modifications without the mod station, unfortunately, but I can find resources to build what we need. So, okay, that's about it. So the only thing I'm actually missing is really just copper. So if we can find a little copper, which we don't need much, then we could hypothetically work that out. Let's charge the power cells that we can. And from there we can maybe do some resource scavving. See if there's anything here we can find that's useful. We have 2 completely drained cells there. Just for the sake of making things even and getting a little bit more integrity so we can add some glass. Let's take this off for a second. Move it to the central point. I mean, I might not even need the thing, but I was thinking, what did I actually need it for? Building stuff for the drone suit, right? And then which we are going to need at some point, but we can figure out the rest as needed. Cool. We at least have a view. And how much of that did I use? I still got a bit left.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Yeah. Actually, we're gonna go resource scavving in this area. I want to take this just to be safe, and we'll have to make sure we don't go down too far here, but
All systems online.
we've been finding crystalline sulfur, so that was interesting. But I just want to make sure we had something to with something like the sea moth with us, so we don't have to worry about oxygen. I'm not sure how far the scanner room is going to reach either. Nickel, there we go. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So mod station. Probably want to put that in here somewhere, maybe. Right. Okay, I think we can handle this now. So 3 nickel, 1 plasteel. Can it survive while I do this?
You are the better captain on the planet. I'm not even squidding.
Plasteel. I have one upstairs. Oh, I still have all that titanium on me. Okay, hopefully I can do this in time. I did a backup save just in case.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Okay, hold on, baby. I'm coming. Okay. Yeah, they did do some hull damage. Okay, we're okay. And yeah, I'm gonna need to recharge some cells. Okay, that was a little daring, but it worked. I thought it might hold out, and it did. That's what I wanted the mod station for, was because we're gonna need it for those upgrades. Okay, so you're both fully charged. This one and this one. I need kyanite for the next upgrade, which we need to go deeper for anyway. Okay. Prawn suit. Do we even have a depth module for the prawn suit? If I don't know. I'll have to check. The prawn suit, I made quite a few things for. I just didn't know which ones I should actually use, and since we're making 2 of them, we'll figure that out later, but yeah, Mark 1 required nickel, so I definitely wouldn't have had that anyway. That's what I brought the extra ruby for, I bet. And the jump jet, we have this, we can get the stuff to do this now. We just need to actually find it. Okay. Sulfur and nickel is kind of the thing we need to find now that we have a new location. Uh-oh. It's running out of juice here. I just realized that.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
There we go.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Alright, what do we have as far as beacons go? There's kind of 2 things I'd like to do right now. One is to kind of see if we can get more sulfur and nickel Possibly some kyanite would be great. But I was thinking we could do upgrades for the scanner room with the magnetite. We could try to mark the locations of the Lost River that lead to the other biomes. And we could also do, what was the other one I was thinking of? I thought there was something else I had in mind. Yeah, I guess resources would be the big thing otherwise. So wasn't it magnetite that we needed for the upgrades? Drop you off. I don't know why I have you on me. Guess I could charge the one power cell I have. That just occurred to me. I think I left my scanner base running on the surface. Oops. Oh, wait, I ran through the scanner. Hold heat. Magnetite. Yeah, go for nickel. Right here, thank you. Is that the only one? No, definitely not. Alright, and beacons. I don't have any beacons here. Am I out of beacons? Did I put them on the... No, storage. There they are. Okay. Well, it's a perfect amount too, so we'll just have to make more later. Okay, so what I'm thinking... Drop one here. Oh, one nickel. Let's get that really quick before... I'm thinking down here, maybe. Okay, secondary base. And we'll color these in the usual red. Is it red or orange? Orange, right? Or did I do... No, it was red. Yeah. Have the cameras, but I'm gonna deactivate those anyway. There. Get our marker. Okay. If I want to mark those locations, I was thinking maybe the sea moth might be our best bet for now. Let's do it.
All systems online.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the names of some of these. My base up top too, the mushroom one, I was thinking of calling it just a scanner base or something like that. I think I was originally kind of thinking of it for the biome, and I was like, you know, it's not really meant to mark the biome. I should also check and see what else we have. Is that Deep Grand Reef? Yeah. I should also check and see like what kind of stuff we could build with the resources we have first before we start heading. So I'd like to eventually head back with some of the stuff we've collected. And like I said, I want to build another prawn suit. one we can take down here with us specific. Oh, actually, we already have the one I want to take down here with us, but I want to build a second one up top in case we need it later on. But for now, like I said, let's mark some locations. Oh, those are big. And it'd be kind of cool to scan the big one before we go anywhere. And this would be probably the southernmost point of the Lost River, I'm assuming. I was gonna change the beacon for the blood kelp, so that might be a good one. Okay, what is this? Branch point for the Grand Reef. I do believe. Yep. Okay. That one I'm going to keep the way it is. Maybe I don't need this many beacons if I'm thinking works. Okay, where was that drop-off point again? I'm gonna use that as kind of my marker in a way. That should be it right here. Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking a marker maybe somewhere right around in this area. I can't remember how to get to the blood kelp one offhand, but how far off does this go? We already did this, right? I'm pretty sure I already scanned. Yeah, okay. So maybe right around here. Do you mind? You're right where I want to set up shop here. Go away. Hopefully he won't mess with this. Maybe we'll do it right here. Okay. Lost River South is my marker. While we're here, let's find that blood kelp zone. Okay. There it is. Okay. Oh, those are both dead. Hey, do you mind? I tell you. Okay. So we're about... Okay. Yep, it's marked as 600, okay. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever been down here. So do we wanna... Why not? See if we can find out. I probably need to go up for that, don't I? This is insane. Just like a giant cave. I can't imagine trying to get the Cyclops through all this. Asshole. Stop it. No, stop. Okay, they could have made that so much worse for me. I guess we are going on a rescue mission to reclaim, so I can reclaim my sea moth if it survives. Okay, okay. Well, new plan, I guess. Good thing I didn't think it would spawn me in the Cyclops. I thought it was going to send me up to the surface.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I thought, wow, that's just perfect. Okay. Rescue mission. We're at full power, we got backup. Take advantage of this. Trying to think, did I... Will this actually even get me there? We're getting into some pretty tight territory here. Yeah. I think we can do it. We got this. What's attacking me? Let's try to go through here. There we are. I think I just took kind of a roundabout way of getting here compared to where I was. Okay.
Engine powering down.
Let's do the rest. Manually. All right. Retrieved. Okay, navigating that was pretty easy with the sonar. So that worked out really well. Actually got me kind of curious as to what's ahead of us.
Engine powering up.
I wonder if we could actually slip out this way. Probably not, but... Or, I bet we could. Look at that. Anyways, we're gonna head back in. Rescue is a go. I know, I know. We want to head back in. Yeah, so when you have the sonar active, it's a little extra nice because you don't even need the cameras. You can pretty much see everything clearly. I've never actually used a sonar in real life, so I don't know how well that actually works, but it's pretty cool from this perspective at least. Alright. We are back. Now, because we have our sea moth with us, I'm going to bring us up a ways. Good.
Engine powering down.
Okay. Let us cycle some power cells and charge some. We successfully got our baby back. That was nerve-wracking. Especially with like the amount of like upgrades we've gotten it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Alright, let's try
Powering up.
taking this down. Actually, let me turn off the lights. Let's go down just a ways over into like this area here. We don't have to go too far. I just want to see if we can get resources, and I want to be able to breathe. I think the sea moth should be fine. Since it's inside, if I'd made it safe just in Yeah, this is the inactive lava zone. A lot of warpers here. Okay.
Engine powering down.
Let's see what's here. You okay? With the light, I can't really see that well. Okay. What's that sound? Are they running into my... Oh, it's these. Lava larvae. Yeah, we don't like these. Oh shoot, my base is still scanning for nickel. Yeah. We want to get rid of those. I just want to see if we can get some resources. I don't remember if there's much down here or not. What are you? Red eye. Okay. Yeah, see, connecting this to the base would be awesome. I just don't know if that's feasible. Okay, not a ton this way.
Engine powering up.
Wonder if there's another way to go that I may have missed over here. So I do remember this place being a little bit tricky to navigate at times. Yeah, look over here. Oh, parasites are gonna cause some problems here, but... Okay, let's try around here. Just to check it out. And then if we don't find anything, we'll just head back. Okay, the scanner's reaching this far down. It's kind of insane. I don't know, should we head further down? Okay, I'm just not getting anything yet.
Engine
It's
powering up.
getting low. I'm kind of intrigued at this point, though. Even if I'm not necessarily ready for this. that's an open cavern ahead of us.
Engine powering down.
Oh, wait, did I turn that off? Okay, it's off. Oh. Yeah, resources only. I wasn't planning on really being down here, so. Okay, well, if we're finding diamond. Oh, what are you? Oh, there you are. Crystalline sulfur. Okay, so we can get a few of those. I'd be excited. Yes. I think I actually have enough to work with it a little bit now. Okay. Alright. Lava lizard. Clearly wants to be scanned. Right? Okay. Where's more of that? There we are. Oh, this diamond. Oop, that's some. We are in dangerous territory, though. Okay, come on. Be nice. I'm not here to cause you problems. Those must be like little spots that burst out lava, I guess. Is that titanium? Yeah. Oh my god, no, don't start that.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I'm not really equipped for that, am I? How many health kits do I have? I have none. Okay, well. Yeah. A little bit more sulfur would be nice. I can't remember how much I needed. I want to say it was like 3 and 2, but this is not an inactive zone, is it? I think it's still technically inactive because it's not. Because it's only sparse amounts of lava. Which, by the way, you would not be able to survive down around this. I don't have a temperature reading right now, but we're not built for that. It's kind of become a major pet peeve of mine with a lot of games when they have you around like active lava, and it's like you can't do that. Like, not only is it like excessively hot, it's going to be releasing gases as well. Okay, I'm gonna call it with that. I think that's enough. Can I get back? There's so much to scan down here. We'll wait till later when we can spend more time. I'm just trying to get resources so we can come down here free of worry. Okay. How are we holding up? Okay, those little leeches. You can see one right on them.
Powering up.
Right next to us. Yeah. Spin around. Head back up. Don't bunk. Don't bunk. Or at least try to bunk lately. Alright. This place is cool. It's just like really hard to navigate without... I mean, it's dark everywhere, so... I think the entire underground area is hard to navigate. Hell, I think the open water is hard to navigate. But the further you go, you know. And what I'm actually trying to do here is try to make us a little bit more self-sufficient for what we're doing. Yeah, I think the only thing that we're missing right now then is kyanite. One mineral we haven't found at all.
Seek fluid intake.
Engine powering down.
Let's oh. I forgot to turn the lights on. Let's get rid of the little parasites. They're just hovering around my ship. Let's power up what we can. Just to get rid of them and so I can check the mods and all that.
Engine powering up.
Just for now. Okay.
Engine powering down.
Let's get rid of them. So I don't know how many of them would have followed me. I think that one's dead.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, looks like we're clear.
Engine powering up. Engine powering down.
Okay. Now let's check the fabricator. Fire suppression system. Okay. And what would we like to replace? I'm gonna take this out for a moment just in case. I'll probably take away the torpedo dock. Okay. Engine efficiency, depth module, sonar, repair bay, shield. I think take this out and put fire suppression in. And maybe exchange the repair with the thermo, or we could do engine efficiency with the thermo and kind of swap those as needed.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
These are both good. Yeah, this is doing okay. Just needs to reset itself. Okay, so for the prawn suit then, it was the depth module Mark 1 was the one I couldn't do before because we didn't have nickel at the time. And I brought the stuff, so I am shy the 1 lithium I need in order to make the jump jet, which we can't use right now anyway, so we'll just do that when we get back to the surface. I would kind of like to charge up the rest of my power cells before we go, though. I'll start them up, I guess.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, let's see what we got in reading. We shouldn't have a ton, but... Lava larva? Did I actually pull this up and not... Whatever. A grub-like species which appears to lack sight and smell, but is able to sense and drain thermal and electrical energy in its immediate environment. Number 1, suction cup capable of attaching to smooth surfaces and generating high-pressure suction. Will release if it comes under sufficient strain, hence the knife. Torso, thick scales protect from extreme temperatures. The lava larva lacks a traditional digestive system. Instead, it powers its internal processes directly from the energy it consumes. How does that work exactly? Behavior, attracted to energy sources of all kinds, draws energy from its prey to survive. Assessment, avoid when piloting vehicles. Remove to conserve batteries. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we have small herbivores and carnivores. Red eye. No image. A small herbivorous creature with poor maneuverability evolved to inhabit high temperature environments. Thermal camouflage, deep red and orange coloration enables this subspecies to blend into volcanic environments and reflect environmental thermal energy, thus rendering it almost invisible to most predators. Thermal vision, delicate, light-based eyesight, is impractical at these temperatures, and the red eye has developed thermal vision in its place. In this species, volcanic domain, edible plant matter, and potential predators are the coldest entities in range. Assessment, edible, low calorie count. That should be it for those, right? And carnivores. This is the lava lizard. Yeah. Okay, medium-sized predator adapted for life in volcanic regions and remarkably able to spit molten rock at its foes. That must have been what I got hit by. 4 mounted mandibles designed to do maximum damage to prey. Sharp internal teeth tear through flesh and bone alike. Scar tissue likely due to regular exposure to magma. Hot liquid magma. I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my mind now that I'm thinking about it. Thank you, game. Points if you know that reference. Hot liquid magma. Lava lizards build up a thick layer of scar tissue over time, which enables them to withstand even greater temperatures inside and out. Behavior, it is able to both defend itself by burying its body in magma, liquid hot magma, and go on the offensive by spitting molten rocks at its foes. Assessment, avoid especially in the presence of lava. Well, I don't think we're going to find it anywhere else unless we grow it. That's something we could totally bring to the surface, right? Let's grow some lava lizards. Nickel ore. Nickel is a medium, hard, ductile metal used extensively in production of strong metal alloys. It has applications throughout the construction industry. assessment, essential for advanced fabrication. I think this is actually one of the few I've seen on here that's a recro metal. Other than lead, I think. And so if you're not familiar with recro metals, there's 8 of them that are well, things may have changed because I haven't had to dig them out in a while, but basically like they're like the top 8 heavy metals for health hazards, and they have harsh restrictions in terms of waste, which is why I know a lot about them, but I don't know if I'd be able to remember all of them offhand, but nickel was on that list, I think. Don't quote me on that. I know it's lead, arsenic. I want to say some kind of silica might be on that list. I don't know, just silica in general. Chromium. Man, you think I'd remember these? Cadmium. That's the C1. Maybe nickel's not on that list. I don't remember. It is toxic though, so all heavy metals are in their own way. I mean, by association, everything is toxic, even water in large enough amounts. Yes, you can get poisoned by water. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to close this one out. I didn't want to come down here and like immediately turn back and go home. That's why I was kind of like, let's build the base, just do some things that we, kind of see what's what around here. So this has kind of been a little bit all over the place, but it's not much of a base. I didn't plan on going crazy on it, and you can already see some of the deficiencies and where we could improve things and whatnot, but I think it works for what it is. And I'm thinking maybe next time we might actually return the sea moth to the surface. Maybe it's just not worth having it down here. As much as I like making the return trips and stuff, just for the fun of trying to get down here in different ways. Maybe that's not the best route. We can kind of figure out how we want to get out of here next time, though, because there was still one beacon I didn't drop off. But that will be a next time thing. Or we could go back the way we originally came down. We can figure that out as needed. So yeah, previously when we came down, we were kind of just exploring the Lost River, and now we've kind of built our base here in the Lost River, and we got to see a little bit of the inactive lava zone. We got some supplies so we could make some upgrades. The main thing I want to do moving forward, as far as the ships and vehicles go, is trying to probably get those thermal upgrades. But in order to do that, we need to get to the surface first, because we still have a couple of facilities. I had a list here. We have a thermal plant to find and a primary containment facility, and those are supposedly going to be pretty deep. In fact, one of them was I think it was 1,400 meters down. So that's a long ways to go. And so I'm thinking, prawn suit. So I had some plans for doing a secondary prawn suit, so I could leave one at the surface, bring one down here, and we can kind of get that sorted out. And then we can kind of see about upgrading these. We're probably going to need to go into the inactive lava zone in order to be able to do those upgrades, but once we have them, it should make things a lot easier. And I have some thoughts on my mind for other things we can do as we start going into the depths. But I think a return trip to the surface is warranted at this point. We've scouted this area, I think, enough, so hopefully we don't really need the sea moth down here. And I'm going to miss not having it if we don't have it, but, I'll think on that. Like I said, we could build kind of an underground garage and build one back at like the, back at kind of like the central room of the Lost River, where the paths all branch. We could kind of build one there just to hold it so it's safe, because I would feel a lot better if there was a place to store it. And then, I'll kind of see if I really want to do that or not. It'd be kind of cool to have that down here. Like I said, we don't really need it, but I like my sea moth. Who doesn't? So yeah. Anyways, I'll think on that, and then when we get back to this down the road, because it'll probably be another week before I'm playing myself, but we'll tackle that when we get there. And I think we have 2 major zones below us, and that's pretty much as far as you can go. So we are probably gearing towards endgame territory. There are other things I want to do in the meantime, but we'll see how far this plays out for us. So thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.